ladies and gentlemen, lose your fucking shit for Dallas Briggs.
Hey, what's up everyone? How you doing? Doing good? Woo, good stuff. So a lot of my jokes are kind of, you guys know dad jokes? Like those really cheesy puns that dads love to tell? I had something a little different growing up. I had stepdad jokes. Those are not as fun. Yeah, one time I woke up one morning for school and I was really hungry, so I told my stepdad, "I'm hungry." And he said, "Nice to meet you, hungry. I'm drunk and violent." That's not true. I grew up with a real dad. He's actually here, sitting in the back somewhere. You can find him after the show and ask him about this. This is true. I have always been a disappointment. Like growing up, my dad wanted me to be an athlete. He was always making me play sports and stuff, and I was terrible at all of them. And I tried all of them. Basketball, baseball, hockey, tennis, golf, lacrosse, polo, water polo, curling, badminton, foursquare, volleyball, beach volleyball, javelin throwing, shot put, long jump, high jump, frisbee, ultimate frisbee, football, American football, soccer. I was terrible at all of them. I sucked at every single one. Except there was one sport I did not completely suck at, and that was baseball. My coach had some advice for us. He said, if you're going to strike out, never go down looking, always go down swinging. So my first game ever, my first time up to bat, I just decided to swing at everything because I knew I was going to miss and strike out. So, first game, first time up to bat, first pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Second pitch, hit me right in the face. So another kid took first base, and that was the peak of my athletic success. My coach had some more advice for me. He said, don't worry about that black eye, kid. Chicks dig scars. Which is kind of a weird thing to say to a 10-year-old. Like at 10 years old, I wasn't even into chicks yet. I was more into porn. But sure enough, next day at school, this cute girl I had a crush on came up to me. She was like, so how'd you get that black eye? I said, oh, I took a pitch to the face playing baseball. She was like, oh, cool. And then we totally banged. I was a bit depressed last year. At the end of last year, I lost my job, and I thought I was visiting my family for the holidays, and I thought it would cheer me up, and it did not. I was taking a shower, and I cried in there for about 45 minutes. And when I got out, my dad was outside waiting for me. He said, hey, you got to quit taking those long showers. You know, I know what you're doing in there. So I said, well, then why don't you talk to me? Losing my job, I had to be pretty frugal. I had to learn to save money. Found out I had to stop going out and eating, going out to eat. Have to stay home, cook something cheap, save money. Saw a bumper sticker I wanted. Told myself I don't need to spend money for everyone in traffic to know my opinion. All right, I can just yell it out the window. So that's what I've been doing. Save money on bumper stickers. just stuck at red lights like, hey, roll it down, hey. The word Earth has art in the middle of it. You ever seen Nightmare Before Christmas? It's like my favorite movie. Jack Skellington's really cool. Back in 2016, I was all for Bernie. Yeah, I like the underdog. I'm an underdog guy. So that's why I've been saving money. And bumper stickers. Just trying to make eye contact with as many of you as I can. Looking for anyone who I don't know personally. You there, I don't think I know you. Can I ask you kind of a personal question? Do you need eye contact to orgasm?
What?
Do you need eye contact to orgasm?
No.
No, you don't? Well, I do. In fact, it's the only thing I need to orgasm. Thanks, Scott. Thank you so much. Been doing comedy for a bit now. I've noticed something kind of weird. A lot of comedians laugh at their own jokes on stage, and that just seems kind of weird to me. I don't like, if you're the entertainment, you shouldn't be entertained by your own entertaining. It just kind of doesn't make sense. I mean, it's not like a hard and fast rule or anything, but like, could you imagine if a magician were amazed by his own tricks? It'd be weird, right? Like he does a card trick and it's just like, hey, is this your card? It is? But I shuffled these. You shuffled these. What are the odds? Or he he has like some pyrotechnics go off on stage and he isn't ready for him. He's just like, oh shit! You guys see that? Where the hell did that come from? It'd look really weird if he did the old saw the woman in half trick, you know what I mean? He's like going through it. Holy shit, there's 2 women in here. Where the hell did you come from? So, yeah, comedians are weird, is the takeaway there. I'm not depressed or suicidal or anything, but I have started carrying a suicide note with me everywhere I go. I mean, if I fall off a cliff or get in a car accident, then I've made a tragic accident accidentally tragic, sure. But I'm gonna look like a fucking wizard if I get struck by lightning. The EMTs are gonna find my corpse and go through my wallet for my ID, be like, let's see, we got Dallas Briggs, he's an organ donor, those are no good. AB positive, not doing him any good. What's this here? Oh my God. Craig, you're not gonna believe this. This guy planned it. Speed off in their ambulance. Actually, they'll drive at a reasonable pace, I'll be dead. The other day, I heard an ambulance start up. I was at my house and I heard the ambulance start up, and then it drove past my house and then drove away. So I heard this thing for like a full minute or so. And they have way too many effects for the sirens. Way too many sound effects. They're like, program all of those. Where are our tax dollars going? How am I even getting a refund? I mentioned earlier that I sucked at every sport I tried, but playing all those sports, I did learn the rules of the game, and so I found I was pretty good at commentating them. My favorite sport to commentate was soccer, because soccer's mostly boring. It's like 98% boring, but there is a little bit of excitement whenever someone scores a goal, and as a commentator, it's your job to stretch that as long as you can, and I was really good at it. Be like, I don't know how much time I have left. How much time do I have left?
Definitely out of it. You're not at 10.
I know I'm not at 10. That's why I'm wondering how much time I have left.
3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah, 2
Cool.
minutes, excuse me.
2 minutes. Perfect. So, I don't want to get political near the end here, but, okay, just listen, alright? I am not a germaphobe, because I am not afraid of germs. And I am not a homophobe, because I am not afraid of homes. No, but I do hate gay people, though. They are the worst. All right, I was gonna do some impressions for you. Since I'm short on time, I'll just do 3 impressions really quick, and I'll have to do them all at the same time to make 10 minutes. This is my impression of a narcoleptic epileptic with Tourette's.
Fuck, shit, piss, god, damn, Christ, asshole, motherfucker, piece of shit, god, damn, asshole. Shitbag. Fart.
Oh man, that's super embarrassing. Anyway, I just need these prescriptions filled. And I don't mean to be rude about it, but could you hurry? It's just, I'm on my lunch break and recess is almost over. Alright, thanks guys. I've been Dallas Briggs.
Ladies and gentlemen, she needs no introduction. Jasmine Lewis.
Man, so Utah's been under fire recently because of some racism that happened at the Jazz game. If you missed it, basically someone said something racist to Russell Westbrook. He responded in a very intense manner, and now the internet's up in arms, being like, oh my gosh, Utah's racist. I even got a call from my brother, and he said, man, Jasmine, Utah's racist. And I said, and? Like, is this a surprise to anyone? Like, I'm so confused why people all of a sudden are like, man, Utah's racist, everyone. Like, take note, Utah's racist. I'm like, did we not know this already? Like, I feel like it's like a couple reasons, like, off the top of my head, I can think Utah's racist. Now, Utah's not, like, malicious racist. Like, I'm not going to get called the N-word walking down the street randomly, you know? But I'm definitely going to get stared down at a Walmart by the doorman. No, but, you know, one reason I know Utah's racist because the other day, you know, this fellow comedian, she comes up to me and she's like, man, you know, I just love that one guy. And I say, oh, what guy? And she's like, you know, the tall one. I was like, oh, Sam? And she's like, oh, no, the one with, like, the, like, you know, dark curly hair. And I say, Sam? And she's like, no, he, like, sounds like Ray Romano, and he always wears a backpack, and he has a tan. I said, Arash? And she said, oh, yeah. I said, bitch, that ain't no tan, he's Middle Eastern. And then she, like, looks at me like I did something wrong. I'm like, it's not a bad word, he's Persian, literally. No, or like, you know, another thing that happens in Utah a lot is like unnecessary slang in unnecessary places to black people. You know, like it never fails my white ass boss every morning. He's like, hey, how's it going, homegirl? And I'm like, I know 5 seconds ago you just asked Janet how her day was. You know, or like even when I get my change at the grocery store, you know, and they look at the quarter and they say, oh, 1705, that was a good year. And I'm like, not for my people, bitch. You know, though, but like I get it. Like everyone has biases and that's fine. Like I have biases myself, you know. I just think you gotta work on them. Like I'm working on, you know, going to dance clubs without laughing at all the white girls dancing. Because Sarah's twerking the best she can, Jasmine. You know, or I think like black men have to stop blaming their problems on dating white women, you know? Like, oh, your cousin Ray Ray's in jail because he's a murderer, not because he was fucking some white bitch. So I just think, you know, we all can do better. And if you can't tell, I'm not from Utah. I'm from Las Vegas. And every time, you know, I tell someone, oh, I'm from Las Vegas, they're like, oh my gosh, was it like some huge culture shock because of all the Mormons? And I'm like, no, it was because of the low alcohol content. Oh, okay. That was pretty shocking. But, you know, I went to school with a bunch of Mormons, because if you didn't notice, Vegas is like 40% Mormon, you know? And everything would be cool. They'd invite me to do stuff. Like, I was like, this is great. And everything was fine until this girl invited me to go on Trek. And for those of you who don't know, Trek is basically just like, you know, youth group activity where they dress up in old-timey clothes and follow the paths of their ancestors. And I was like,
oh, that's cool.
My ancestors did not pick cotton for 150 years for me to dress up like a literal runaway slave and carry a fucking handcart across the desert.
Thank you for filming this.
And she was like, no, Jasmine, it'll be fun. And then after, we're gonna have a party on a boat.
Hello?
I was like, no, thank you, I'll pass. But I like living in Utah, I do. It's because it always like has me, you know, feeling new. Like a new thing I've been doing lately is like really relating to, cartoon characters, you know, because that's like such a Mormon girl thing. You have all these Mormon girls that are like, I feel like a Disney princess because I sing every day, and I want to marry someone I met 4 days ago when I'm 19. And I have long blonde hair, and you can climb me like a tree, and it'll be great. But you know who I've really been feeling like lately? The monsters at the end of Scooby-Doo. Hear me out. Here's why. This is the thing about white people. No offense to literally everyone in here. Is that they don't understand that black comes in different shades, right? So some people think I'm Polynesian. Some think I'm Hispanic. They're like, yo hablo español. I'm like, no, mi hablo negro. And it's just surprising how much shit people talk when they think you're not around, right? I'm on a date with this guy, everything's going good, and he's like, man, you know, I love all kinds of women. I love, you know, big women, I love tall women, I love skinny women, I love women with big feet. I was like, okay, that's me, great. And he's like, except for black women, because they angry. And I'm sitting there, all angry and shit. Just waiting for the moment to pull out the mask and be like, boo bitch, I'm black! You thought I was Moana, but I'm Tiana Banks! You know, another new thing I've been doing, though, is substitute teaching, right? Like, that's been kind of fun. Not really, because kids are terrible.
Oh, okay.
And I found out, though, the issue to why kids are so terrible. It's because parents tell their kids there's no such thing as stupid questions. And we all know that's a lie. The stupidest question I get is, Miss, are you a substitute? And I have found 3 ways to answer this question. Number 1, I like to say, no, I'm your teacher's understudy and I slit her throat in the closet to get the part. Or, what you talking about? I've been here the whole time. And my favorite, no, I'm your teacher in blackface. But, you know, kids are mean. They're really mean, you know. They always say mean things to me like, you're not my real teacher, miss. And I don't know why, but it makes me sad. Or like, you know, one time I dyed my hair blonde, and I was literally only blonde for a week because that's how insecure I felt about this hairstyle. And I went to one of my sub jobs, and I tell this little boy, I'm like, hey, you sit down and do your work. And he looks at me and he says, that's why you look like a knockoff Beyonce. And I was like, Beyonce, oh my God, thank you. Jeez, that's way better than when I wear braids and people tell me I look like a knockoff Whoopi Goldberg. Or like sometimes kids are unintentionally mean, like they don't understand the things they say. Like this one girl's like, oh, how old are you, miss? You know, like 19? And I was like, oh no, you don't really have a concept of age. I'm 26. She's like, I do have a concept of age, and 26 is old. You little bitch. But what's really hard is like not really having any power. Like the only power you have as a substitute teacher really is the ability to tell some kid if he can go to the bathroom, you know? He's like, oh, can I go to the bathroom, miss? I don't know, Geraldo, can you? Can you not say these nuts every time I ask a question, Geraldo? The square root of 69 is not these nuts. Well, technically they are, but that's not what we're talking about. We're doing math. So no, you can't go to the bathroom. Piss yourself. Or like the big one is really sending the kid to the principal's office, you know? This one student's like, man, miss, we all gonna die. And I was like, oh, you die? Watch I send you to the principal's office. My phone just started playing music via my foot. Oh, sorry. She's like, oh man, miss, we're all gonna die. I was like, you die. Watch I send you to the principal's office. She's like, how you gonna send me to the principal's office if I'm dead? How about you die and find out? You know, and I keep writing these jokes, and I'm like, this is gonna be so funny and happy. And then I just realized, man, I fucking hate those kids. But I don't hate all kids. That was a great segue. I don't hate my nieces and nephews. I love my nieces and nephews. Every time I go home, I play with them. But I always worry about the way they're being raised, you know? Because my family has kind of low standards. Like our standards are like, oh, well, you know, we're all doing fine because, hey, at least we're not in jail. I'm like, jail? Really? That's the bar? Like, forget the domestic violence and drug use because, hey, you're not in the pokey. You know, so I worry about my nieces and nephews. But I went home and I was pleasantly surprised because they were like, TT Jazz, come play with us. Come play with us. I was like, okay, I'll come play with you guys. And they're like, we're playing restaurant. We want to own restaurants when we get older. And I was like, yes, finally someone to break the cycle. Yes, Black excellence, you're the future children. And they, you know, set me down at a table. I was like, oh, okay. They brought me some napkins, lit some candles. I was like, oh, this is nice. All right. And then my niece walks over and she says, hello, welcome to Burger King. How can I take your order? I was like, Burger King? Really? Y'all could have at least been playing Olive Garden. But, you know, I love them regardless. So, If you can't tell by my intense lisp and probably all the spit you're seeing flying from my mouth, I have adult braces. And, having adult braces is kind of like the rest of your body, like maturing and graduating, getting a degree, and having children, while your teeth are like that super senior that sticks around the high school just so he can take underage girls to prom. Basically my body's mature and my teeth are immature as fuck and a bit icky, But I found out I was getting them off, so I was super excited. I'm like, yes, only one more month. But then I realized I'm not going to be able to sift through Tinder so easily anymore, Because it's always those guys that message me and they're like, hey, I have a thing for, getting blowjobs from girls with braces. I'm like, well, this guy either has a cheese grater fetish or he fucking preteens. Either way, I think I'll pass. Man, y'all, I'm a keyboard warrior. I don't know if all of you know what that means, but those people that sit behind their keyboards and they, argue with people on Facebook. That's me. And, I got into a Facebook argument literally 2 days ago. This is not comedian time. It literally just happened. And, I got into argument with this guy over Captain Marvel because he said he hated the movie because it was too feminist. And I was like, what? It was a great movie, So I, destroyed this guy, as I have done multiple times. And, things got kind of serious, though. He said, you better shut up before I knock your ass out. I was taken aback. I was like, what? Oh, my gosh. Did he just threaten me with violence? But, I told him, I said, oh, you better, let me chill out before you get hurt. And he was like, oh, yeah? What you gonna do? And I was like, well, I'm from the hood, and I know the exact right time to call the police. I'm like, what do people expect you to do? These people on the internet being like, I'll pull up right now. I'm like, yeah, pull up, and I'm gonna pop my trunk and call 911. My hands aren't gonna do anything. I have arthritis. These are just for show. Man, as I mentioned, though, I'm a feminist, which is great. I'm very progressive, as some people would think. But it's hard being a progressive young millennial when your views don't always line up with the liberal agenda. For instance, they made, everyone's fighting to make marijuana legal. And I don't necessarily think all forms of marijuana should be legal when the last time I took an edible, I almost jumped out the fucking window. Or what really got me is when, the transgender bathroom thing was super big. And everyone's argument was just make all bathrooms unisex. Just make all bathrooms unisex. And I wasn't about that, Because I was like, that's exactly what the patriarchy wants. How are we going to plot against the patriarchy in bathrooms when we're dependent on the patriarchy to hand us a roll when we run out? Plus, we already got to deal with men leaving toilet seats up at home. Now we got to deal with that shit in public too? I wasn't about it. Oh, I got into an argument with my brother the other day. And, I was getting tired of his antics because he always likes to just say things to piss me off. And I said, you know what? I'm done with this. Shut up. You suck my dick. And he said, Jasmine, you can't say that. And I was like, what? Why? And he said, because you don't have one. And I was like, when has that ever been a qualification to use that phrase? I was like, you tell your male friends to suck your dick all the time. Is that really what you want to happen? And he was like, no, but if I did, they could. And I was like, no. That has never been a qualification to say that phrase. Since when? And he's like, since some women have penises now, Jasmine. And I was like, wow, what a time to be alive that we've progressed so far that the term suck my dick has literally become gender neutral. Oh, man. I've been dating. And dating is hard. And for the 15th time in this set, I'm gonna say dating's hard because I'm a feminist, but I tend to like these like controlling and aggressive guys, My type is like reformed thug. Like he definitely been to jail, but he joined the book club while he was there. And the issue is that these guys tend to be aggressive in the wrong moments, Like I was dating this guy, and he was he'd take me out to dinner and he'd be ordering for me and shit. Like, oh yeah, she'll take the pasta, and I'm like, okay, yes, yeah, Daddy, give it to me right now here on the table. And then we'd get in the bedroom and he'd be like, oh man, babe, I'm kind of tired. You think you could be the big spoon tonight? I'm like, no, bitch, I wanted to be the big spoon when I want the unlimited chicken wings at Hooters. Damn! And, I was telling my mom about these problems. I was like, man, Mom, I'm so bad at dating, and, it's been really hard. My mom was like, I know what your problem is. And I was like, what, Mom? And she said, the problem is you dress like a whore. But when guys get to know you, you're not whore enough. I was like, what do you know about dating, Mom? You've been on Michelle so long, you're about to expire. She was like, first off, this ass is unperishable. And by the time I was your age, I had 3 different baby daddies. I was like, I don't know what advice you're trying to get me here, but I don't want it. No, but I decided I was going to take it. I was going to listen to my mom. So this next guy I was dating, he'd make everything sexual. I'd be like, oh man, babe, I just want something satisfying. He'd be like, oh, you want me to like stick something up in you? I'm like, no, bitch, I'm trying to get a Snicker bars up in you. Can't even be hungry without you trying to stick your dick in me. It's problematic. But I decided I was going to stick in there. I was going to be the whore my mother tried to raise me to be. And so everything he said, I'd turn around and I'd make it sexual. He'd be like, oh, I'm going to go, play some Call of Duty. I'd be like, oh, what about a little Call of this booty? He'd be like, I'm going to go play basketball with the fellas. I'd be like, oh, how about you come over here and I'll basket your balls? He'd be like, oh, I'm going to go, work out and train with my friends. I'd be like, oh, or you and your friends could come and run a train on me. And that was the first time I was ever hit by a man. Anyway, thanks, you guys have been great. I'm Jasmine Lewis.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arash Tadjiki.
Thanks, man. What's up? What's up, guys? Oh my god, a joke about the mic stand. A joke about the stool. No, I actually had an idea when I was gonna come out. I was like, can I hide in the coffin and come out the coffin and just do like a, hey, it's me, like a funny mummy or something? I don't know. But the vegan restaurant didn't let me use their towels, so I couldn't. That's a really Persian move, to have a restaurant inside another building. I didn't know vegans were like us. Persians would go one step further, have like a restaurant, show venue, and then like some kind of auto shop. And then upcharge also, so consider yourself lucky. Yep, vegans. No, that's as far as I'm gonna go with vegans. We can't get that hack this soon. But thank you for coming, guys. Give yourselves a hand. Everyone before did a great job. I'm actually glad people came. I was worried it was just going to be like, I always have a fear where I'll just do a show and it's just going to be like one chair and just my dad on it. And he's just like, oh, your reckoning has come. And then I just have to quit comedy or something. That would be bad. No, he's a nice guy. He just doesn't think anything is funny. I'll save the knock-knocks for someone else. But okay. Well, a bit about me. If you didn't know, I'm from Iran originally. Moved here in 2001, which is the best year to come to the United States, I think. Yeah. It really plants a bad seed in people's heads when you tell them that. Like, it just makes you a suspect to even give them that information. I was getting a haircut once, and the barber was like, "When'd you?" I said bartender because I'm an alcoholic, but the barber was like, "So when'd you come to the States?" And I'm like, "Oh, 2001," and he just stopped cutting. I was like, "What's the problem?" He's like, "Oh, 01. Interesting year." And then like, as if he was like also texting his friend, like, "We got a live one. You got to come." please help. I was like 16, like I don't know, just innocently. I didn't know I was that hated. That was like my 20s, was realizing that. I used to just like Google, like I just used to go on like Stormfront and like these like awful like Aryan forums just to see what the word was. I was like, I wonder how hated we are. And then now I know. So yeah, these jokes have a factual basis, is what I'm saying. But yeah, so he was like, oh, 1, and then like as if I was in on it, like, yeah, I was 7 and knew how to fly a plane, totally. That was, all right, I guess that's not funny. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, yeah, but yeah, you know, I came here in 01, it wasn't that glamorous. Like, I think the country was already on the way down, literally, when I came here. So it was just, you know, like, it was better in like 1911. That's when it was cool to come here, like Godfather 2. Just like cold Europeans on boats, just like coming here, and like the kid would be on his dad's shoulders and just be like, Dad, what is that over there? And the dad would be like, that my boy is the Statue of Liberty, represents freedom, and behind that is New York City, the greatest city in the world, and we're gonna live there and build our lives, and we're gonna be part of this, you know? Now it's not so glamorous. Like now you come here and the kid's like, Dad, what is that? And the dad's like, that is the New York Furry Convention of 2019. How do I explain, son? Basically, this decadent people, they dress up like animals and then they go to this convention center, which should be used for better things, but, so they go there dressed like animals to buy things that they're gonna put inside their anuses later. They got all kinds of them. They have some that have like tails, some that are just butt plugs with no features, just butt plugs, regular ones. Is that enough information, boy? Can I explain America anymore, you know? The kid's like, no, I got it, that's cool. And the dad's like, I'm not finished. This is a really complicated conversation, so just try to keep it. But the dad is like, I'm not finished, boy, because I have to work for Uber and drive these sick people to and from their convention. And they roll down the window and howl, and it's really uncomfortable. So it's not good. So yeah, you know, that's where we are now. It's not the same. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, this is embarrassing when like I'm like someone with my grandma, and she sees like someone with gauges, and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty fucked. I don't know. This is bad. And she can't even become a citizen, which I feel is weird. Once again, not funny, just dark. But yeah, I don't know. Like Persian's a weird minority to be too, because we're so new. Like we're very new. We're new to the roster, you know. Like we haven't really contributed much. Haven't had our like things that people know us for. You know, like Italians, they came here and then they made pizza, and everyone stopped beating them up. That was they're like, oh, you made this? This is yours? Oh, sorry about that. The guy's like, yeah, subjugation. It's okay, you know. That's my impression of an Italian person. That's never gonna stop. They will always be just braided because they're just like the greatest caricature. As long as they're like that, I love it. But yeah, I mean, like we had hummus. So that was like 30 years ago, so no one cares. So, you know, and boy, have we made a lot of mistakes since then. So I feel like we have to make up. You know, we had cabs, but they took cabs away. I don't know why you guys took cabs away. Why'd you take cabs away? Why? No, because we had cabs, and then now there's Uber and Lyft, which I find suspicious, because like Uber and Lyft, their whole draw is like everything that a Middle Eastern cab driver isn't, you know? It's like, yeah, come to Uber, where the driver is polite and listens to the music that you want, and the car doesn't smell like 9,000 cigarettes, you know, and he's not arguing with his cousin Mahmoud loudly, and he's not driving 50 miles an hour in a 25, even though you pointed it out several times. He actually just keeps driving faster in the wrong direction, you know. Yeah, and then his cousin Mahmoud calls again, and he just starts yelling even louder. And then he fist fights you in the airport. Yeah. How could you not want that kind of customer service? I don't understand. Yeah, but sure, Jared with a 5-star rating can take you, and you can listen to the Shins. That's fine. Sure. How dare you? I don't know. Sorry, these are my notes. I've been doing comedy for 3 years, and I have a page of jokes, so that's cool. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys watch that Ted Bundy documentary? You guys watch that? Oh, I see. Some enthusiastic, yeah. I don't know. There's a weird thing that, like Aaron was saying, like women just want to bang Ted Bundy. That seems to be the consensus. That's like, which I don't find impressive. I don't know. I just don't think that's a good target. You know, like find me a girl who wants to bang Osama bin Laden. Then we're talking. She would do anything. Just the most vile. Because first of all, it's bigger kill count, which by that logic, by the serial killer logic, he's a stud. You can't top him. Even the clown guy. No, you can't. No one's trying to drone strike Ted Bundy, you know? And that should get someone's pussy wet, is what I'm saying, all right? Okay, is that such a hard rhetoric? I don't think it's that far-fetched. But anyway, no, you know, that would be cool. Just a girl who's like, crash my towers, daddy, you know? It's like, Arash first came at 8:15 a.m. on a somber Tuesday morning. He then came again at 9:10 a.m. Oh God. It's horrible. Yeah, I really deserve all racism because I feel like I just poke everyone with a stick and then eventually I will die. I don't know, like I have encountered some racists, like some actual real American History X Edward Norton racists before. Like there was one time where I was like driving and then I was at an intersection, I was driving and then I looked to my right and there's a car just decked out in like Nazi stuff. There's like 1488, which is like code for, you know, white women or banging other people. Like it's like they're very protective about that. They're like, that's like most of their agenda. Like even Hitler was like, listen, here's the rub. Our chicks are dating them, so we gotta kill like 6 million people to get some pussy. So that's, you know, but yeah, so he has his car and he has like fucking Trump stickers, guns, like Marines, just violent. And he's just looking at me, like he's looking at me first. So I look and he's looking at me, so I return back to my position. And he's just like drilling his, like into my head. Like he's looking so, like it's like he was scanning my skull shape to figure out what I was. Like it was just like, he was like scanning, Caucasian, but something is wrong. And it was just like, you know, it's like, what flavor of ice cream is this? This just doesn't make sense. It was like really scary. And I was so intimidated because like this guy's gonna follow me home and like beat me to death. Like if he could just drive around and intimidate people like me, then I should surely be able to drive around and intimidate people like him. That would be fair, right? Which is why I just started making my car the most like Muslim-looking car of all time. Like it's just like offensive. Like any practicing Muslim would be like, come on, man, we're not like that. It's like we don't have that many beads. Like that's ridiculous. Like, because that's the first part. There were a lot of beads. There's beads. There's like bead seats. Like a bead flag of Afghanistan. I'm not even from Afghanistan, I just think it would look cool with like the 4 colors. And then, you know, music-wise, I would just have like, you know, I listen to like Tame Impala, but I'm gonna throw that out. Just have like deep religious lectures from YouTube that had just been flagged and I downloaded. And just blast them at full volume. That's all I listen to now, windows down. And I also never I make sure to never drive anywhere without like 3 other gentlemen who like resemble this. And, you know, so that next time we drive up next to a Nazi, I can just roll down the window and be like, my friend, do you know the location of our nearby schools, hospitals, parks, you know? And then we'll see who intimidates who, is what I mean, you know? That's how you get back at fascism, creativity. But that's also gonna get me killed. That's not gonna work. Okay. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird living here because you're new. Like you have like a fresh perspective on stuff. Because people who live here think everything about it is like really impressive. You know, like I don't know, like the Constitution. Come on, it's not. I mean, it's cool, but like you put it behind glass. Like who is that arrogant? There's like a lot of countries that have constitutions, but it's just like in like a drawer. They don't even look at it. They're like, where is that? It's like, oh, it's online. We don't even look at the paper anymore. Like, why would you do that? It's just, I don't know. Like Senegal has a constitution, but they're not assholes about it. Like this is in some secretary's desk, and she's like, oh shit, my coffee, and someone's like, oh, the Constitution, and then she just puts it down, you know. And like also like, if the Constitution is so impressive, why'd they have to make like 32 edits since 1770? Like it just doesn't make sense. It's like a rough draft at best. It's nothing. It's like a 9th grader's essay that has all kinds of narrative holes. It just like, it doesn't make sense. Like the teacher is like, so I was grading your paper here, America. We gotta talk about the slavery thing. You're not gonna get an A with that. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, the imperialism, like, are you really expecting a good grade? And he's just like, I just copied from John Locke, because that's so, that's a philosopher joke. I heard someone shit-talking John Locke. We're gonna fight. My favorite. No. Yeah, I don't know. To be fair, I don't know like how I would write my constitution. Like, I don't know where you would start. Just be like, don't kill anyone. My face on the money. Slavery. No. Okay. You just be like, how you guys feeling? Hot? Warm? Cold? Cold. We're cold. Okay. Just checking. Just like leave it in, just like, they have like all the papers done, and you're just like, what is that? Oh, it's nothing. Is that the slavery bill again? You're like, no, it's just, all right, take it out. It's like, come on, Thomas Jefferson's like, okay, fellas, you got me. That's Thomas Jefferson. I don't know if he's the right guy to reference. Is he the one that had slaves, or does anyone know offhand? He had slaves. Okay, well, fuck him. He can be the joke. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I had some weird experiences. Like, I'm definitely more ingrained than my parents. Like I kind of have my bearings. Like my dad, like he's a lot of trouble with like his English because like he speaks English very well, but he just doesn't know like idioms and like figures of speech. He doesn't understand that kind of stuff, And like I just don't have the heart to tell him sometimes. So, like one time we were having. We went on this hike with him and his coworker. He's just like trying to impress his coworker, and like he's just laying like he's just telling him cool stories, facts, which are all things that dads think will impress someone, So like we're on this hike. And my dad's telling a story about like him playing soccer, and this is what my dad said. This is what he was trying to say, is that he was playing soccer, and then sometime during soccer, a guy collided with him and hit his face, right? This is what he said. I was playing soccer, and then a guy came on my face. And so this is like on top of a mountain with, I was like, oh God, this is bad. And then the other guy was an asshole about it. Like, he obviously noticed because he was like, came on your face, did he? Oh, interesting. And he was trying to like milk my dad for content. Like, I didn't understand. I was like, what are you monster? Like, he was like, how did it come on your face? Tell me more. And then, my dad is just gullible. He's just going for it. He's like, he thinks his story is just like the greatest story ever. So he's just falling into this guy's trap. And I'm just watching this guy just fucking like, joke molests my dad. I'm just like, jeez, this is so fucked up. Like, the only way it could be worse is if he like turned around and like winked, It's like, yeah, look at what I'm doing to your dad, bitch. Yeah. He doesn't know that he's coming on his face. And you can do nothing, Take that, vegan restaurant. I don't know. But yeah, so it was like a Snickers commercial. Like time just kind of stopped, and I was like, okay, I have two choices. Like, I can either just ruin my dad's life or just pretend like nothing happened. So then like my dad was like, hey, did you notice that guy was like laughing really hard at my soccer story? I'm like, no, it's fine. We do need to talk about conjugation though, Dad. Oh God, I don't know. Yeah, I know English is like a filthy language. It's hard to like guard against English because it has so many like, there's just words in English you just wouldn't say in other languages. Like you don't even know how to prepare. Like there's just words like hate fuck, that's an English word. You guys came up with that. That was like 2006, the big deal, Word of the summer. Next to like Daft Punk or something. I don't know, it was just like, yeah, the hate fuck. I've never seen like BBC, like peak, Libyan civil war, the guy like shell-shocked, he's just like, yes, Gaddafi is killing everyone, the government is hate fucking us right now, we need help, Yeah. Oh, it'd be horrible. And it's like the British guy on the, he's like, Gaddafi was hate fucking the rebels, I'm just, okay. I don't know. Yeah. So sometimes I fuck with my friends just to see where they are, because because they seem like they're very woke, because I'm in a weird spot where, like, for the past 10 years, my friends have been increasingly more woke than me. Like, because they used to be more racist and, like, tease me, but now, like, I'm more racist, which is weird. And, like, the past, like, 9 years, they've just been, like, being good people and, like, reading articles and, like, unlearning. Like, my friend says unpack. He says that. He's like, if he says something bad, he's like, we need to unpack this. And I'm like, we're not friends. We can't be friends. This is not... we need to... there's a lot to unpack here. I'm like, oh, God, this is... He has a problem with what I said about Serbians. Oh, God, this is going to be bad. They know about the other races, the niche races. This is not good. I thought I would have those ones for a few more years, but can't say anything about Serbians. And they've all been to trial, so no point, you know. For the, you know, you guys know the '90s. Okay, I don't know. Where was I going? I got all caught up on war crimes. I forgot. No, it's weird. You know, like some of my friends used to have like that racist grandma thing where they'd be like, hey, so I'll go to their house for dinner. Like, hey, just so you know, my grandma's kind of racist. You know, and they were always like really guilty about it. But look, it's okay. My grandma's racist too. She's just racist about races that you don't know about. So you just don't notice. You know, when she's like, yeah, Palestinians steal, and then you just keep cutting your food. It's like, why? You have no problem with that? It's like. Does that not shock you? That should alarm you a bit. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's weird. I'm in like a weird spot because I am very American and like I watch Netflix. I'm on your team, you know. But yeah, like I fuck with my friends sometimes. Like I bought a second phone just to scare my friends. You know, like I didn't tell them. I just like. I bought a second phone and it was like way shittier than my iPhone that I usually have. It's just like one of those old Nokias. Like not even a flip phone, like a brick. And it's like, I just put some dust on it to make it look, you know. And then one day at lunch, I just like put it on the table and then everyone just like stopped eating. And it was, because I just imagine them like when I'm gone, just like, hey, did you guys notice Arash has a second phone? You know, and then like they look through the blinds and I'm just like calling someone on it and they're like, you know, and they just see me like, boop, and then, you know, just, yeah. What's wrong, guys? I was playing Snake, the game, on my second phone, you know. They're like, Arash, do you want a beer? A nice American Western beer? You still drink beer, right? And I'm like, no, I'm drinking water, and, you know, 7 p.m., time, I have to go, you know, I just... fucking with them. Yeah, it's another way to die also. You shouldn't do any of these things that I say. This is all very bad. I don't know. Yeah, the worst is when people think that like just because you're not something that it automatically makes you like on the other team. That's kind of confusing. It's like when people find out that I'm not like a practicing Muslim or like really hardcore, they just think that I'm like a neocon, like Warhawk. Like it's like. You know, they'd be like, oh, so you're not Muslim, so we should like bomb Iran then, right? And like, no, that's not what no, that doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, it's up, you know, and like, I don't know, for some reason, I'm always the asshole, like, you know, like my friend's like, bro, like I know I shared a post on Facebook that basically said to deport all your kind and eventually kill you, but like, being kind of a bitch about it, dude, like, you're still coming on Tuesday to bowling, right, dude? Like, you wouldn't let my... you know, horrific racial remarks on the internet, like, ruin our relationship, right? You know, I'm like, no, guys, it's fine, you know, like, I'm not gonna lose my friends just because they hate me, you know, that would be horrible. Like, I'm too much of a, like, pansy to go find actual good, you know, I'm just like, yeah, guys, it's fine. No, I totally understand, not me, the rest of them, I get it, I'm one of the good ones, you know. Yeah, I'm just, like, so submissive that it's kind of gross. You know, especially when I had a boss who would always be like that, like, yes, daddy, please, you know, just bomb my country, you know, just give me a promotion if that would be cool. First. Yeah, I don't know. We're not that dangerous anymore, though. Like Al-Qaeda's gone. Like, I think they're gone, right? Who's got the stats? What's going on? I don't know, they're kind of done. Like, I remember there was a whole scare during the World Cup where like someone threatened to like attack a bunch of people at the World Cup, and then the guy was like, and Al Qaeda did not comment. Like, as if Al Qaeda is like Elton John and just like doesn't refuse. Just refused. He's like, we're working on other projects right now. I'm doing some solo stuff. Like, we're just not the band that we were in '06. Like, just over it, bruh. Just not doing it anymore. But I do have a new project coming out. Yeah, it's gonna be like this cool stove that blows up. But yeah, it's gonna be in like fucking Flatbush next spring, hopefully. Yeah, do you have a smoke I could bum? That's my freelance artist who is a terrorist group impression. I should have thought that through. Jesus. Okay. Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like I definitely think I'm woke now. Like I read a lot of like Lenin, so I think I'm better than everyone. But like but yeah, like I think I'm woke now, and like and like old people, I'll like make fun of old people. It's like, yeah, your opinions are bad. You don't know what you're talking about. But I keep forgetting that like I'm gonna be one of those old people in like 20 years. Like I'm gonna be out of date. We're all gonna be out of date. We think we're like the fucking shit right now. We're all gonna be out of date. We're gonna be thinking the wrong thing. Like I can just imagine when I'm old and like we're on the dinner table and my daughter is like, "So, Dad, did you hear about these Martians coming?" And I'm like, I mean the Martians, but we already have problems on Earth. So I just feel like maybe they shouldn't be coming here. My daughter's like, "Really, Dad? That's how you feel about the Martians?" And she like moves out. She's like, "I cannot live in a household where my dad doesn't want aliens on this planet." I'm like, "No, I'm just saying." And I'm just like an old fucking, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. He's like, "I'm just saying, maybe we could figure out a program." And she's like, "Remember who you're talking to?" Yeah. Stupid daughter. With her dumb like 2030s haircut, like revival grunge outfit. I just like kick her out, and then she like joins a band and gets like on heroin and stuff because of what I said about the Martians, And like her bandmates like, "Hey, why don't you just borrow some money from your dad?" It's like, "Oh, that Martian hating asshole? Fuck no, I'm not gonna." I stopped talking to that guy 2 years ago, But then she really does hit rock bottom, And then she calls me. She's like, "Dad, I need the money." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll give it to you." But then I rub it in her face how much I hate Martians. I'm like, "Every time I give you money, you have to throw a tomato at a Martian," and she does it. And it's gonna be great. The 2030s is gonna be lit. That's what it's gonna be. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have some weird. Like it's weird because I turned 25, and now that I'm 25, I feel like I'm kind of cooked more. Like I know who I am. But then you start noticing there's like you have these massive gaping flaws. But now you're too developed to fix any of them, so you just have problems, that you can't fix and just get worse. So it's just, like, I just have weird thoughts. Like, sometimes I just have these, like, weird caveman thoughts that I just don't think I should be having. And I don't know how to stop, like, not like anything bad, just, like, I don't know, maybe bad, we can see, but, like, it's more like when I was on the train and there was, like, this fat guy sitting, like, he was fat, I'm not just saying that, he was a fat man, but yeah, like he was sitting there and he was one of those guys that like he was bald and he had like the rolls, I don't know what those are called, just the rolls. And but like they were so just in my face that like this caveman thought came in. Like I was like before this I was thinking about like politics and then it just like switched to this and it was like, "Arash, we need to put our finger in those rolls." Like I don't know why, but as a human being, we need to know what it feels like to just go in there and just do like the, like with this poor fat man. And it was worse because at this point I realized I had just been looking at this man for like 3 minutes. So I was like just intensely like I was like stalking like a bison, I was just like, I don't know. And then I think he knew because like he got up to leave the bus, like and he just like walked by and he like paused, and like I feel like he was just about to go like, "Look, listen, take my hand." I was hoping he would just like grab my hand, like grab my wrist, and just like shove it in his thing and just start do it for me. And it's not the same when you don't have control, is it? And I just like realized I'm some kind of weird fat man role rapist, right? So like, it's like, oh God, like, you know. But I have that now. Like, I just always think about that. It's weird. Next time you see a fat guy, tell me you don't think about the roles, okay? It's just saying. I don't know. I have some other problems. Like I have like a lot of jealousy issues, which I've gotten better about that. But I seem like a really jealous boyfriend, you know, which is bad. No one even likes boyfriends in their regular form. Like that's not. They're already terrifying human beings. Like if you're at a party and someone's like, "Hey, my girlfriend's coming," everyone's like, "Yay, we can't wait to wait. You know, we can't wait to meet the sweet angel of your girlfriend." You know. But if you're at a party and it's like 1 a.m. and some girl's like drunk and comes out of the bathroom, she's like, "Oh, guys, my boyfriend's coming." Like the music stops. Like people just start like calling cabs, like leaving. They're like, "We don't want to be here when an actual raging bull is gonna come inside the house." Like that, just my boyfriend is coming here means a very violent and unstable man is gonna come and beat everyone up. That's not. And then a jealous boyfriend is even worse. Jealous boyfriend is like they just enter the house like a fucking cowboy coming to a saloon, you know, just like opening the door. Howdy, fellas, just came to check if anyone's banging my girlfriend. I see. No, like anytime you're at a party and you see like a jealous boyfriend, they're all like by the door with their keys. It's like jingling them, like their girlfriend's a cat, like, "Hey, come on, let's go. Hey, come on, let's go before a penis goes inside you. We need to go." Like, you know, I'm insecure, you know, I'm just like fucking scary. I don't know. I don't know. I get so jealous about everything. Like, I get jealous of like technology. Like my girlfriend was like on her phone and she just giggled. I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And then I was like, "What's so funny?" And she's like, "Oh, well, you know how it's Enrico Fermi's birthday?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, Google knows." I was like, "Who the fuck is Google?" You know, and she's like, "Yeah, well, because it's Enrico Fermi's birthday, they changed one of the O's to his head." And I'm like, "You giggled at that? Like, what? Like, are you fucking Google? Like, is this? Who would laugh at something so dry? That's just, unless you were fucking Google." Are you fucking Bing? Is it actually, oh, no, is it Ask Jeeves? Are you fucking Ask Jeeves? Because Ask Jeeves is gross now. He's not like that nice butler we knew 10 years ago. He's like a gross, out-of-work butler. Just like 3 hair comb over. And he's fucking my girlfriend. It's not okay. It's just fucked up. I don't know. Oh, God. How could Bing fuck my girlfriend? It's just, Bing's algorithms aren't even that good. It's like, can't even find the best porn. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Google's the worst for porn. Bing is better for porn. Sorry. Mistake. Okay. I can't say anything incorrect. That would be bad for comedy. But yeah. I don't know. I've fucked up a lot though. I just say the wrong thing because like I was always like ahead of myself and just fuck it up. Like I remember, like I just ruined a lot of shit for myself. I remember like one time, like I was like walking on the street and there was like these 2 girls on the grass, like on the sidewalk, and like one of them was like drunk and crying, and one of them was like the more sober but still drunk friend, like consoling her. And she was like, "No, it's a baby. You don't listen to him. He's an asshole. You're beautiful." And so I walk by, and she like points at me. And she's like, "Sir, come here, sir. Don't you think she's beautiful? Tell her she's beautiful." And her friend like stops crying, like, "Oh, what?" You know. And I'm like, I don't know why, but I just said, "If you say so." And then like immediately I was like, "Oops." Yeah. And then like my brain and my penis, my penis was like, "Brain, we're not getting laid on this one. That's not." And then they were both like shocked. Like it was so shocking that they both sobered up in like 3 seconds. And then the drunk girl was like furious. Her friend was like, "If you say so." But then like in my head, I thought that was like a sexy thing to say. Like I was like, "Yeah, say if you say so." And then they'll both just like show you their boobs. And then come upstairs for some low-shelf whiskey, because, you know, I was like 22. I really did not have it together. That was, yeah. And now I'm here shit-talking my girlfriends. I really have no right to be saying anything about women. You know, just bad. Okay, I don't know, guys. Do you guys want to hear about baboons or white noise? Baboons? Hell yeah. No. This is a woke joke. You guys hear about those baboons? Okay, I need to. That's very hack to say. Did you hear about those baboons? That's stupid. Only an idiot would say, "Did you hear about those baboons?" That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard or said. Did you hear about those? No, of course not. Stupid. Anyway, there were some baboons around, and no, there were these baboons apparently in this article I was reading where basically there was like a bunch of baboons in like Panama and then wherever they go or live, but then no, let's say Ecuador, and then they were in Ecuador, these baboons. And then, like, all the male baboons, one of them, like, ate a bunch of trash and died. And then it just left all, like, the women and children. But I guess in baboon society, like, all the men are very aggressive and violent and just, like, fucking abuse their baboon families, right? It's, like, just fucked up. But then it turned out that, like, when the baboon men died, there was no one to, like, fuck up the kids. So that the next generation grew up to be, like, really polite and, like, nice. They're, like, really cool baboons, you know? So I feel like we could do some of that. Just, yeah. Like, I'm just gonna organize like a giant Eminem concert, and then just, it's gonna be like, where's the Eminem concert? Wyoming. It's in Wyoming. Anyone who's in Wyoming is at the concert, basically. And then we just gas all of them. That's basically the whole. It's not gonna be bad. No one's gonna cry. It's just gonna be like a lot of wife beaters and like big skater shoes, and we have to like find something to do with them. I don't know. Just make a giant abusive boyfriend quilt, and then just kind of just enough vape oil to power like a car. That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be That's just my solution. I don't know, man. Yeah, you gotta be. I'm super into like nature. Like I was like really into baboons. I was reading one. I had a weird thing where like I was reading an article about baboons on Wikipedia. And Wikipedia is weird because it's not like fucking people with status, they're just people, so you can see who writes the articles. And I clicked on the author, and not only did he write about baboons, he had all this like Nazi shit. Like it was like baboon and then like 19 other articles. Like baboon was just the one-off. He was like, I want to change my career. This is my entryway. You know, but yeah, it was like, but then it was like, can I trust this baboon Wikipedia article if it was written by a Nazi? Like, do those things collide? Is that any overlap? Like, is he just writing the baboon Wikipedia page? Like, the baboon is a magnificent animal, the greatest animal in the jungle because of its superior skull shape. And it's like, I did it again. Fuck, delete, you know. The baboon, the Caucasoid mammal, defending our great nation against the invaders, securing a future for our wife. God damn it, you know. Wife was like, how's the baboon article coming, honey? He's like, I'm just too much of a racist to write about baboons. Fuck. He's like, I can't. Who knew that being a white supremacist would make it hard to be a zoologist? God damn it, you know. It was a good article. Just, you chose some weird pictures. Like, it's all baboon ass. It was like, yeah. All right, sure. Anonymous Nazi author just likes that ass. Weird. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's weird because, you know what? Because I was thinking it could be either a guy, a Nazi who's really into baboons who wrote the article, or it could have been a baboon who is a Nazi who wrote the article. That would be fucked if it was just like a baboon and he writes the art. Like, you know, he's like a baboon in the zoo and he's like having a rough day. And like some guy like radicalizes him. He's like, hey brother, I know why you're down. It's because of them, you know. And he's like, ooh, in these like consenting to the brainwashing, you know. And he's like reading pamphlets, like, you know. That's a baboon hating the Jews, if you didn't know. You know, and then he like does some hate crime and goes to jail. You know, he like threw a brick at a giraffe for like saying shit about Israel, you know. The giraffe is pro-Israel in this joke. And then the baboon goes to jail and he has like a baboon tattoo and he's like in his little cute orange uniform and there's, you know, and then he gets like stabbed in the fucking cafeteria as he's having his like enlightenment. He's like, oh my god, I was wrong the whole time. Why did I read that Wikipedia article about baboons? Fuck, you know. It's basically, I was trying to say American History X, but baboon. We don't have to talk about it. It's okay. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It seems what I thought was a stroke of genius was shit. I see how it is. I don't know. Dude, that would be fun. If you were a Nazi, that would be fun to write some propaganda, though. Like, I don't know. No, I wouldn't. Never mind. Okay, no. I don't know. Yeah, people are just impressed by stupid shit. Like, people are impressed by startups. Like, that's the thing. Like, every, like, 24-year-old has a company, you know, and they're just, like, a startup. But that, once again, it's not impressive. It does not impress me that you begin a company. That's... All companies begin. That doesn't make sense. It would be weird if a company didn't begin. If it was like, it's like 7-Eleven. You mean the 7-Eleven that has and has always been and will always be there? And we all have to work there now, you know? Just, I don't know. Also, like, there's that weird startup culture where, like, it has to be quirky for some reason. Like, it has to be laid back and, like, the CEO wears jeans and like has like a haircut and like the company logo is like lowercase Helvetica that's like avocado green specifically, you know. It's, I think they always have a weird gimmick, you know, but my dream is to start a startup but sell like weapons or something. Just be like the worst company. They just sell weapons and people are like, oh my god, they have gas that comes in mason jars. That's so cute. So like that's so like and like fucking warlords are leaving us reviews on Yelp, like, funded my rebellion in the Congo, 5 stars. Does not discriminate against child soldiers, 5 stars. Weapon Lee is awesome. I love Weapon Lee. That's the name of my company. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, man, I don't know. But yeah, I bought a white noise machine to help me sleep. I'm not sure if it's working though, because like I turned it on and it was just like, I want to talk to Apple Care. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I was like, what is this? I'm a white noise machine. I was like, oh, it's a white noise machine. I see. So I want to talk to Apple Care. I bought this cable and it's not the right one. And like, I had to put on a headset and like start helping. I was like, well, can I get another one for free? Because you're wasting my time. And, you know. I was like, okay, you know. Once again, I'm like submissive. So I'm just like, okay, you know. Ugh. Yeah. Wait, I had a joke about Al Qaeda. I forgot. Want to go back? If that's to my previous chunk. I don't know. What else? No, it's just, I don't know. Like, they really are nothing anymore, though. It's just, because it's just like kind of sad that they kind of fallen from grace, you know? like they used to be the Michael Jordan, or if I may say, Michael Jordan used to be the Al Qaeda of the Chicago. But they were so big, and now like no one cares. Like they're just like a clingy ex-boyfriend, like calling you at like 2 a.m, you know? Like Interpol's asleep. The phone rings. He's like, oh, hello? He's like, hey, Interpol. He's like, who is this? You don't know who this is? You forgot my voice? You know? It's like, hello? It's Al Qaeda. And his wife is like, honey, who's like, oh, no, it's nothing. Just go back to sleep. What do you want? He's like, I'm going to attack the Louvre. He's like, oh my God, no, you're not. Shut up, you're not. You're going to attack the museum, the Louvre, really? And he's like, yes, we're going to release bees in the Louvre. And then we're going to tie string around the Eiffel Tower, and people are going to hit it when they walk through. It's gonna be bad. Be there tomorrow at 9 a.m. He's like, Al-Qaeda, stop it. Stop it. Like, I love you, okay, but like, you need to stop. Are you still in community college? Like, what's going on? It's like, no. Just let me attack one more time. Please, I just want to attack. Just like a subway. No one even has to be there. Just like an evacuated subway. Can I just blow up a train? Like, one car. It's like, okay, one car. Like, but you can't fuck up the tunnel. We can't. Okay. You know, and like ISIS rolls over, like, who's that baby? He's like, oh, nobody, it's fine, no, it's just an ex. It's sad, you know. And like Al-Qaeda is just like a fat man on the couch, just like watching all the other terror groups like whiz by with their accomplishments, just jealous. He's just like watching the news, and it's like, he's like, ISIS attacked the news. He's like, oh, come on, man, we were fucking, dude, dude, that's fucking bullshit. We did that shit first, dude. That was fucking us. Come on. I don't know. Dude, they had some innovations, though. Like, they had some... Because I remember when like, the Boston bombings happened, like, everyone was wondering, like, how did these 21-year-old kids with no experience just, like, manage to learn how to build, like, sophisticated weaponry? Like, they built their own bombs. It was crazy, you know? And it turns out they learned from a magazine that was published by Al-Qaeda. Like, they have a magazine, it's called Inspire. And it's like, that is the name, that's a real name. You can search it on Twitter. It's on there. And like, dude, I looked it up, it's like a legit, like someone used Adobe products on it. Like it's a real, like they use the Creative Cloud, which is interesting. You know, like it's not just some guy in like a fucking cave with like a giant laptop. Like it's like a nice, like it looks like it was made in the BuzzFeed offices. Like it's very like, just like some slick designer was like, I'm not loving the header. Can we change the header? Like, you know, it was like that kind of thing. Like if you saw it next to, you know, USA Today and People, it would fit. It would be right there. It would be like how killing people in the USA today, you know? Yeah, it's fucking, you know, 10 reasons to hate the West. It's like, you'll never guess number 3. It's just like, totally love it. Angela Merkel is looking hot, you know, just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like, I feel like a magazine is cool, but that's kind of out of date. You don't want to do a magazine in 2019. No one reads those anymore. I think they should go with, like, YouTube channel. That would be better. Like, basically just some kind of makeup artist who teaches you how to make bombs. That'd be, you know, he's just in front of a flag, and he's just like, hey, what's up, guys? Everybody, hey, remember to subscribe, like the video. And, you know, he's just like, he's just like, you know, fucking on Patreon. He's like, the first tier, let's not go into the tiers. That's just horrific. Okay, let's not do that. That's, oh, man. But no, thank you guys so much for coming, by the way. Thank you. Yes. Give it up for the other comedians. Give it up for Aaron and his giant water. I like that. Oh, man. Do you guys like history? I like history. No? All right, I see how it is. Ted Bundy, everyone's like, ooh, but the history, like, give me a break. That's stupid. There's some cool people in history, you know? Napoleon. He's like Ted Bundy, you know. He's a cool guy, yeah. Poor Napoleon. No one wants to bang Napoleon. That's stupid. If he was alive today, he'd be like going to bars. Napoleon, like, ooh, like who's this short guy in a weird shirt? Like, ugh. Startup bro, Napoleon. They're just like, get out of here, Napoleon. Yeah. He's just like, have you heard of Waterloo? Like, what is that, your startup, you fucking asshole? Come on. Yeah, he's, I don't know. Yeah, but I fucking love history. It's cool. Because, like, one thing I like about history is that, like, the biggest lesson is that even if you have a shit life, down the road, 200 years later, people can dig you up and figure you out, like, discover you again and, like, admire you, which is kind of cool. So it doesn't matter. Like, maybe you might die poor, you might die, you know, a horrible life, but, like, you know, later on, it could be cool. We might be like, hey, it's interesting, you know? Like, my favorite example is Isaac Newton, you know? Because, like, to us, he's like the godfather of physics. He put us on the moon. Fucking legend, you know? Not back then. Isaac was not the man, okay? I was reading his journals. He was, like, really upset because he died a virgin. Like, he just could not get laid. That guy was angry about it. Like, he was the closest thing in history to an incel. Like, he was really just a sad man. Like, he was so upset about being a virgin. I don't even think the formulas were like his priority. He was just, I don't know, like his dad was just like, hey son, it's the Renaissance. You wanna go outside and have some fun with the other guys? And, you know, Newton's just like, no, I have my formulas, you know. And his dad's like, oh, that boy, I raised him wrong. And fucking, he doesn't play harpsichord. What a queer, you know. It's just like, God. He doesn't play this weird ball game. God. I don't know. But yeah, fucking Newton, poor guy. I don't know. He was weird. Did you know he enjoyed watching people hang? Like he would catch counterfeiters and then he would go to their fucking like hangings and watch. So he was just a weird fucking nerd. Like he was just an unappetizing shithead. Like just, but it definitely makes you know that, like, you know, in the future, you know, when it's like 500 years from now, they're gonna be like, we got to Mars, we did it. We landed on Mars, we did it, we got here, all because of a guy from the 21st century named Jake, aka Anime Lover 69. We don't know much about Jake besides his fondness for Japanese anime and coming into socks, which his mom really did not like that. He points it out in his journals a lot. We don't have a photo of James except for his character in The Sims, which we don't think is very accurate because it has really big boobs and probably is not him. I don't know. You know, we don't know where he's buried. He was bullied into a shallow grave, but after committing suicide. But hey, thank you, man. Got us to the moon. You know, it's. I don't know. Yeah, history is weird. It's weird because in history you also have people who we think are awesome, but they sucked. You know, like there was like fucking Leonardo da Vinci. That guy creeps me out because everyone thinks he's this amazing artist, but he was just like digging up bodies and like I don't know. Just that name too, Leonardo da Vinci. Like I know a creepy photographer on Instagram's name when I hear one. That's just like. Just a guy who messages like 18-year-olds who like just finished high school. He's like, ever did a photo shoot, you know? And they're like, no. He's like, is it your first time? And he's like, yeah. Do you want to come to Florence? You know? And it's like Mona Lisa, and she's like posing. He's like, hey, listen, baby, why don't you just pull us down a little bit and just give daddy a smile. And she's like, do I get money? He's like, you get money. But you know, some no. But until you do everything I say, no. You know, he's a creep. Oh, that is really creepy. God, Jesus Christ. I was like, before this, I was like, remember, for Leonardo, really double down on how creepy he is. But I just turned into a creep. This is not good. I think actually it's evidence that I'm a creep in real life. That's what it really is evidence of. I just exposed myself. And now I can't message 18-year-old girls on Instagram. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, there's people I don't like. Like, there's fucking... Like, people I don't like, I would say there's 3 people. Like, first of all, I don't like unapologetic assholes. Like, people who are assholes and just think it's okay to be one, you know? Like, if someone's an asshole, they should be like, look, I'm going to therapy, I'm getting it fixed, I got it under control. You know, but like I said, this boss, like I would go to his desk and he had a coffee mug that it just said, there was a line and it was like, if the coffee is above the line, don't talk to me. And so like I would just go up and be like, hey man, do we have the meeting? He'd be like, So I just started drinking his coffee the whole time. And he'd be like, I think we can talk now. I don't know. Another type of people I don't like fucking like boring people who are around like really interesting people, like that always bothered me. Like did you guys see that trailer for the Neil Armstrong movie? Like, cause there's this part where like Neil Armstrong, one of the greatest astronauts, like comes in and like sits down at dinner with his family, and he's like, "All right, guys, I have an announcement. I'm going to the moon." And their reaction was just like this, just silence, just like, just nothing, just like a knife cutting a potato loudly, like just. And his wife was like, "So when are you coming back from the moon?" And he's like, "Guys, this is like the first time, like I'm gonna be, does this not impress you guys?" You know, like it's like as if his wife almost wants him to be like disgruntled, like come back, he's like, "Oh, I just had another bad day at NASA, oh man, what a fucking bad day at my job on the moon." Like she wants him to be upset. Oh, it's terrible, I hate that shit, man. I don't know. I definitely also hate people who only have like one thing of trivia, and like that's their personality is to tell you the trivia. Like there's one guy I know where like 10 years ago he learned this thing that chai tea means tea in Hindi. That's his like favorite fact. And he's told me like 50 times. Like he thinks I like forget, and then he thinks there's like a cooldown, he can tell it again. And it's just annoying. I don't like his logic. Especially because we all saw that on Reddit like 10 years ago, and we just scrolled past, but he saw it and he was like, "Ah, I like it. Chai tea, that's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna model my entire personality around this. I like it." Oh God, just one time he said it, and I was like, you know, you're being a cunt. And he was like, "Well, you know, sometimes two negatives can make a positive." And I was like, "Not cunt. Cunt is different. It's its own genre. Your genre is cunt. I've said cunt too many times. It's a good word though. All right, guys. I don't know. Being 25 years old, you guys ever had like a 25-year-old crisis? There's nothing more despicable than like a 25-year-old man in like a crisis, because they're just like doing things that they think will improve their lives, but it's just basically masturbating. Like my friend was like, "Dude, I'm doing NoFap." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I'm not gonna masturbate for 90 days because I heard you get superpowers." And I'm like, "That's your plan to turn your life around? Like, dude, you work at Subway. Like, that's not gonna that's not gonna help. It's not gonna be like, dude, I stopped masturbating and now I'm a CEO. That's cool." This is like, I just love it, and it's also as much effort as he's willing to do. I was like, "So you ever think of going back to your like GED program?" He's like, "No, but I will not masturbate for 90 days." It's worse when it's like your friend starts a podcast and you're too embarrassed to like stop them. It's probably how like the guy who shot Kennedy, like his friends are like, "Oh, it's bad, but I don't want to go in there." It's just, you know. He's like, "Dude, did you listen to it?" Like, "Yeah, it was great. When you guys talked about nerd culture and Marvel, yeah. Just like no other podcast, for sure." Yeah. I love that. Dude, also, I hate people who brag about crime. But that's a weird American thing I've noticed. People in other countries feel very lucky to live in places that don't have crime. People in America fucking like talk about crime like it's like baseball cards. Like they just love it. Like my friend came back from Chicago. He's like, "Dude, in Chicago, you can't take a walk without dying." And I'm like, "Why are you saying that so arrogantly? Like that's a weird. Yeah, it's like that makes no sense." And he's like, "Yeah, but in Salt Lake it's so safe. Like just no one gets mugged here." I'm like, yeah, what a bad thing for a city to have. It's just, I think what he meant though is like he just wants cities to be more interesting. Like we all get that. You want a city to be cool, like Salt Lake to be cool, you know? But you don't need crime to be a cool city. You just need like cool groups, you know? That's where immigrants come in, because we make your city cool. If we just had some Nigerians, not Nigerian people, I mean Nigerians, like a 45-year-old Nigerian man who sells DVDs, and he has like a Bluetooth headset, and a phone, and he has both. And you're like, why does he have both? You know? And he's like selling you Shrek 2 for 50 cents. And you're like, how does this man make money? I don't understand. Like, you know, just one of those. I'm just saying, it would make the city cool. Everyone's like, something's different. Is it the Nigerians? Something's going on. It's like, you know, it'd be cool. I don't know. Yeah. I'm a very submissive person, as I was saying. Like, you can just push me over. I have no spine. Like, especially as a customer. Like, I'll just do whatever anyone tells me to do. Like especially like getting my hair cut. I don't know why, but like, have you guys noticed like barbershops have gone from like a place where you get your hair cut to like a weird like fetish dungeon? Like, it's just like, it's just, because like, I was going there and like before the guy cut my hair, he was like rubbing my shoulders. And like, we were just making eye contact through the mirror. And I was like closing my eyes and he was just like, you know, I was like, oh God, this is bad. I don't know if I consent, you know, it was just like, it was gross. But then like in the waiting room, there's always fucking like married men like taking their rings off, like they're gonna do something naughty. And then you know why, because then like it's their turn for a haircut and like the cute 19-year-old barber comes in and you're like, oh, you dirty dog. You don't even want your haircut, you're just here to like talk to like cute women. It's gross, you know? Is it not gross? Is that a valid thing? Like, is that... I guess that's cool, you know? If you're lonely and need human contact, get a haircut. Just go do that. I don't know. Yeah, but I was so submissive. I was like, at this point, this guy can just do whatever he wants to me, and I would accept. Like, he's getting like really far. Like, he was just like, can I just put lavender oil on your face? And I'm like, it's a bit weird, but you're the man, go ahead. And he's, you know, like, at that point, he could just unzip his pants and put his dick in my hand, and I'd be like, this is clearly part of the job. Like, I am the weird one for being weird about this. That's totally not him, you know? Like, 20 years later, I'd, like, figure out that was wrong, and then, but it's, like, too late. It's like, well, if you didn't know it was a problem, why didn't you say then? And, you know, like, I didn't know. I just, like, you know, it's dark. I hate haircuts. I don't know. Yeah, I have no confidence. Like some people just do shit. They just don't care. Like I was at Smith's, and I was getting groceries, and I needed tomatoes, and there was a lady in the grocery aisle where the tomatoes are, and she had this like insane setup. Like she had one empty box of tomatoes that she'd taken them all out, and then she had all the other tomato boxes, and she was going through each one and like taking the tomatoes and putting them in the tomato box, just in front of everybody. It's fucking confidence, you know. So I just go up to her and I'm like, how do you do it? Like, what is your secret? She's like, Ambien. I take a lot of Ambien. So now I'm just high all the time. That's how, the only way you can cope. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, there's some, you know, some emotions, you know, you got to keep to yourself too. Like being horny. Don't tell anybody if you're horny. It's not appetizing. Especially for guys, like we don't show horniness very well because like being horny isn't the fun part. Sex is the fun part. Being horny is just like pain and agony. Like you're just like in pain. It's why every guy will just do dumb shit to get laid because like they're just like about to like they're just like in pain. Like please, I'll sell my family to like some kind of ring. I just need to come. You know, but you don't know. It's a problem. But no, it's like being horny. It's like fucking every guy who's horny is in pain. They're writhing. They just look like a fucking Confederate soldier in like a Civil War hospital. Just like sweet magnolia. Like you know, just oh God Almighty, I need to come. You know, just just writing his wife letters like, oh Barbara, my balls are blue. My balls are blue like Yankee cotton, you know, and he's just like, It's horrible. All right, guys. I'm going to end on some more masturbation. This is a very typical comedy set. It starts with terrorism, ends with jerking off. If I had like a Tinder joke, it would be complete. That would be the whole thing. But no, yeah, I tried to quit smoking, and it like made me really horny, which I don't know why. Like, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, that's what happened. That's my experience. I don't know, it's just like fucking, like, you know, because the fucking, I stopped smoking cigarettes, and then I was just jerking off all the time. Then jerking off stopped being fun. Like, it was like a chore. Like, jerking off became what cigarettes were, you know? Because like, I started jerking off like a fucking line cook at McDonald's, like on break. Just no enthusiasm. Just like, oh, God. Oh, no, dude, I'm on break. I can't. No, dude, the register's weird. You have to type in the code first. No, they changed it from last week. It's not the same code. No, dude, I'm on break. I can't come right now. I'm sorry, I don't have a cigarette. I'm trying to quit. No, dude, I don't know, dude. Fucking ask Tim. Tim's manager for this shift. No, dude, I don't know. I'm on break, dude. Come on. Okay, I'm back for work. All right, well, thank you guys for coming. Thank you.